What's up, y'all? Now that the console wars are dead, we're just now seeing how far Microsoft is willing to go with the Xbox IP. There was an ad that I saw on Instagram, and basically it was saying this is an Xbox, and it was literally an Xbox controller and a smart TV. There's not going to be another generation for Xbox because that handheld isn't even a freaking console. I don't know why they called it a handheld console when it's literally just the ROG Ally with a Xbox logo stamped on top of it, which a lot of people are finding out. And I really feel like now that we are going into this area of life with, being in America and our government is doing whatever the heck they want to do and they don't care about us. Some companies, big companies, especially, are taking advantage of a lot of that stuff. They're making these big changes where they're like, you know what? We needed a reason to get out of this, and we needed a reason to be able to change these things. This guy was just talking about the developer kit for Xbox is like $1,500 to $1,800. People don't know the dev kit is what different companies use. They buy it. They buy multiple of them to be able to build games on a PC and let it show how it would work well on a new Xbox console or a PlayStation console or a Nintendo console, right? Now when companies, and that's just so they can sell their game on the console. Xbox is tripping. Remember when Xbox first came out that they tried to kick out what Luna took over? What was it, y'all? They had one of the best it had one of the best controllers for PC gameplay. But it was a video game streaming service that they had. They're trying to push that so heavy now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the majority of people are going to keep their Xbox Series X because it's expensive to buy a new console. And a lot of people are thinking or hearing that they're going to push these new consoles out next year or at least announce them this year or next year. Me personally, y'all, I have been wanting a Switch 2 only because I got FOMO. I really have FOMO. But I really want a Steam Deck. But I know myself. I'll buy that Steam Deck and I'll barely play it. I'll barely play it because I spend so much time with my wife and my daughter now. Only time I want to play the game is when we're eating or if I have nothing to do. Now, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with Xbox next generation because I'm going to be real. Xbox has IPs that I truly love, but they're laying people off. They're upping the price on their games, their consoles, even the older ones. Like the Series X should never have added $100 on it. It should have went down in price. Like, it's a digital console. It's not as powerful. I'm not in their business, I guess. I know. But it's like, what is gonna be the end goal for this? Because you're basically saying, Xbox is basically saying, and I am Sony may do this, y'all. Where they're not out of the park. Switch, like the Nintendo, they did it, and it didn't really affect them too much because people are gonna buy Nintendo stuff. I mean, I've been buying a bunch of Nintendo games I'm never selling, not because I want to trade value or I'll be able to sell them. No, I'm never gonna sell these games. But video games are about to become a luxury, like they're not gonna be a regular part of life anymore. They're gonna become a luxury. Is going to become a premium thing. And we have been telling people for years, build a PC. You're going to need a PC if you're going to be a gamer. You do not need an Xbox anymore. You're not going to play all of the games that Xbox has for Game Pass. There's too many. Nintendo has their own ecosystem. PlayStation has its own ecosystem. How many true PlayStation 5 games came out in the last, 5 years? We didn't get a lot. If we're being honest. Anything that pushed it, we didn't get a lot. So, build a PC now, guys. You don't have to spend $5,000 on a PC. When I built my PC, it was $1,000 during COVID when that was the worst time. I could have built that PC for $500. It played every game that I want, 120 frames, until I had to upgrade my graphics card because I hate Radeon graphics cards. I hate the XFX. I hate that brand. That brand is garbage, but it helped me play the games that I wanted to play. Then I switched over to Nvidia, and I've been with them since. I got a 3060 base. I want a Ti or a Super, whatever it is, whatever it's called. But you can build a PC. You do not need RGB in your console. I mean, in your PC, you don't. So, if console gaming is going to become a luxury, why not why not build your own PC and never have to pay to play? There's like 5 games where you have to pay an online service for, and if you don't play those games now, you're not going to play those games. So yeah, guys, it's going to be at least a whole generation where people remember when the PlayStation 5s came out and the Xboxes came out, people couldn't even buy them because they kept selling out to bots. With AI and stuff, y'all, it's going to get entirely worse. And then the price is going to be jacked up like crazy high. Like, that handheld is not worth $1,000 that Xbox put out. It's not. It's not. The Steam Deck runs certain games way better, Xbox games way better than that ROG Ally does, because it's not a freaking Xbox. Man, I hate this for people, bro. I really do. I'm taking a year off buying things because I don't need stuff. I bought 2 games this year, 2 brand new games this year. And I hate that Nintendo did this crap. The Switch 2 it's a cool. I'm gonna be real, y'all. I like the console. I like it a lot, but it's not worth $500. It's not worth $500. Like, genuinely, it's not. The best thing, for me personally, is backwards compatibility with the Switch 2. And then you got the PlayStation 5. Then they made the Pros, and now they're already talking about a 6. I think that's stupid. I think it's greedy. The Pro should have came out at least 2 years from now. Yes, there are games that have, benefited from it, but truly, guys, do you have a 4K TV? Do you have a 4K monitor? Do you even have a 2K monitor? What about 8K? Do you have that? A lot of people don't. You don't. 60 to 100 frames is perfect, bruh. And many games don't even do that. They don't even hit the 120. So I don't know, y'all. I don't really know what to say. Like, it's getting ugly out here, bruh. Food already expensive. Gas is already expensive. Like, it's finna get real ugly. It's gonna get really ugly. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to put my wife and daughter through that. But it's coming, and it's finna be garbage. It's finna be garbage.